Welcome to Kids Drawtivities. Today we're going to work on drawing a peep, an Easter peep. Those are the little chicks that come in the marshmallow packages around Easter time. So, we're going to try to do the actual peep, which is the chick. Alright, so first you're going to get a pencil. Like I usually do, I like to start with a red color. It's a little light red. Okay. So, a peep is a basic shape, and it's basically an oval. So you can do these ovals. I like to teach you guys one thing. You kind of make this oval shape, and then you put your pencil down, and it will kind of make that shape for you when you put the pencil down. Okay, so a peep looks like a little squish of marshmallow. And so there's a little beak and a little head. And the head looks like a half of a heart or a C shape that's been reversed. So like so. And so we just get the basic shape. Now a peep has a really pointy nose. And so we're going to do another reverse C shape right there and connect it to the body. Alright, so we have one C shape. And make it a little bit longer. So here's our C shape reversed. So it's going the opposite way of the normal letter C. And then a smaller letter C going the opposite way that a C would normally go. And now there's some parts of this oval that we're just using to give us a general shape. But I like this. This is good. So I'm going to darken it. And I'm liking this. It looks like the bottom of a chicken when he's laying down, he or she. And then the last part we're missing is a tail. And so this part's a little too high, but I like this line down here. So a peep always has a pointy tail. So there we go. There's a pointy tail. And this all came from that oval shape that we started with. Now, we can go to an eraser and erase some of these lines. And so here's my eraser. You can just use if you're using a normal pencil, you just flip it around, you got your eraser. So erase some of these lines that are too much. And erase these lines. Alright. I'm not going to worry about these lines down there. Whoops, I went a little far. That's okay. Erase. And erase. So now you got this basic peep shape. A peep has a simple eye, it's just a dot. So we'll do that very last. Next, we can either outline everything in a marker, and it would be a Sharpie marker if you had one. So those are really dark black. And I'm going to make it small. It's a little big actually. Oh well. Let's outline this. No, I don't like that. I'm actually going to use the pencil and make it black. But you guys outline it in a Sharpie because you just follow your outline. I'm actually going to color my peep right now into a bright blue because peeps are really bright colors. Let's get a little bit brighter. That's a good baby blue. I'm going to use an airbrush. What you would do for this is use a colored pencil and paint the draw the whole thing blue. I'm going to talk about one thing before we do that. We're going to have a light source. So a light source is where the light comes from. Light. And so where the light comes from, it hits this surface and makes it bright. And where the light doesn't shine is in the back side here, or a little bit underneath. Oops. A little technical difficulty there. So anyways, now that we know that, we're going to make this whole thing one uniform color. And we're going to do that with the blue. So I'm going to make this thing blue. And I'm not worried about my lines that I put in there. You can do that. You could worry if you wanted. And remember how I just said that, oh, whoa. Alrighty. We just said that we want the dark side to be on the back here and underneath, where the sun does not shine on it. We'll do the same thing here. This is going to be a darker blue. And you're just following that shape that you made. Reverse C. And then same thing here. There'd be a little bit of that underneath this part. Now the rest I just need a color, one uniform kind of color. So if I was doing this colored pencils, I'd do it all in one color. And then I would add a little bit more pressure on the back side here. There's a little bit of shadow there. Alright, so we're still following the shape. And there would be shadow here as well. Now in order, if you're using this program or a computer program to draw, you would actually darken it by going halfway down from where you were. And we're going to add some more dark color for some true shading. Same here, especially on the bottom. And I will also add some shadowing to the ground, almost in a similar shape as the duck here. I'm going to add one more dark line here, and I'm going to shrink down my brush. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. So it's there. And then I'm going to try to get on these lines again. Here we go. Same thing here. Dark and dark and dark. Bring that onto the ground. And then a little bit right there. I'm actually going to use the rest of this to go around my whole duck. Or, not a duck. What is this thing? It's a chicken. It's a baby chicken named Peep. So you're just going to go around there. Around the whole thing. Clean up these little lines that we left. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. We're just doing some art for fun. Alright. So I'm going to cover this one up. And go a little bit more into the bottom here and get this one. Alright, so we're pretty much there. Now I need to get a nice paintbrush. Cover this into black. And the eye's a little too big for me. I'm going to shrink it down. Somehow. Oh, no. Well, I'll just use that. It goes right above the beak. Boom. It's a pretty powerful light there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of pencil in the end to just add little details. I follow the C-shape thing again. Just wanted those to pop out a little. And then a little line down here. Alright, last thing is you get your eraser and erase anything that doesn't look like it needs to be there. So this little white, we're gonna erase. Look at that. Erase. So I'm just erasing some of this smudgy stuff. So same thing with your drawing. If you went outside the lines a little bit and you want it to look perfect or a little bit nicer, erase those lines until it looks clean. And then down here I'm going to keep that shadow. And then we're good. So remember, the light's coming from here up top, right around here. So the light's going to come down and hit this little bird. And so we're going to make it a little lighter with our eraser where the sun hits or where those lights hit. So that's why we're highlighting a little bit of parts there. And it kind of follows the shape. And there might be a highlight back here too. And maybe right there. So that's how we make a little peep. I might go back with my pencil or a Sharpie and outline the whole thing at the end. Here we go. Just giving it a little bit of detail. But the peep is just as easy as that. You can make squiggly lines, you can make straight lines, you can make any kind of style you want because it's your drawing. Okay, so there we go. And then I would get my eraser and clean up the rest of the painting. Get rid of my little light note. It's good to put notes there to help you remember. Get rid of my dark note to tell me this side's dark and the underneath is dark. And then pretty much have. I'm using my eraser to lighten that up a little bit. There we go. And then don't forget to sign your work. I use my initials, which is J, and then an H. It's 2017. I wanted to do this drawing to celebrate Easter, so happy Easter. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time on Kids Drawtivities. Bye.